5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Good evening. There we are. I knew I was pressing Wayne's wrong buttons there. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, good day, goodbye. Hello. As I always say, one of those will apply to you wherever you are in the world. This is LTID TV1 from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for joining us on YouTube or on YouTube podcast, whether you prefer to watch or listen. It's sloppy second time, and I couldn't imagine anybody nicer to have my sloppy seconds with tonight than the gentleman that's doing the University Challenge bit below me, Wayne. Good evening, sir.
Where's Bambagas going when you need him, Chris?
Well, you know, I tell you what, if that's what you call yours, I won't argue with you.
It's been called worse, Chris.
I bet. How you doing, sir?
All right, Chris. Looking forward to tonight. Do you know what? I do like Tuchel. I think he's a breath of fresh air, to be honest. And other fans, I think, are liking things so far. And of course, we've come across some excellent opposition so far, haven't we?
Well, as I put on the promotion for this show, you know, we are tonight playing the powerhouse of football that is Latvia. Look, You know, I've said in the past what I think. I think these groups are absolutely killing the interest in any games. Like I've said to you, just stick all the balls in a bag, if you pardon the expression, and just pull them out. And if, you know, Latvia get Gibraltar and San Marino and we get Italy and Germany, so what? That's what it's all about. It should be about beating the teams out there, the best teams. It doesn't matter when you play them. And if we don't qualify because we're in a group with those, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, you used to have at least one group of death, didn't you? Sometimes even two.
Yes.
But it doesn't seem to be the case, does it really?
Not anymore. Totally not anymore. It's all designed, let's be honest with you, and I think you've said this before, it's designed for money. It's because they want the big teams there. All right, occasionally you get the odd slip up, like Italy not qualifying recently. Forget what it was, whether it was World Cup or Euros. It does happen, but it's very rare because the groups are so set up. And all this sort of, I know I disagree a lot with a couple of people on this, but saying like, oh, the fans love to play England. No, they fucking don't anymore, you know.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it'd be interesting to see how things develop with the tournaments. There are a lot of these minnow teams that are not minnows anymore.
Yeah.
They still are lowly ranked, aren't there? Some of these. Yeah. And even sort of the other night, I mean, apart from the second half when we tried to change the formation a bit, with their long ball they got on the break, they weren't really troubling the goal, were they?
No. And there was no I mean, I know I joked when we went 1-0 up, and congratulations to Lewis Skelly, who's back in the team tonight on scoring on his debut. I couldn't get excited because, you know, it's Latvia. Well, it wasn't Latvia. It was Who do we play on Friday? See, that exciting. I forgot already.
Oh, bye, Chris.
That wasn't Andorra. That's coming later.
Albania,
that was it. Well, you see, the match was so exciting that that we couldn't even remember.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that it's a great this is such a good opportunity to kind of see what Tuchel's about, see the people he's picking, see what he's saying, because like you said with Rude, he made all the right noises when he first came in. Tuchel's doing the same. He gives him some great press conferences. Let's just see how, what his actions are and who he chooses. But he does seem to go into more detail with the press than other managers have.
Look, I don't want a German manager managing the England team. You know what I mean? That I don't want a French manager, a Scottish manager, or an Argentinian manager either. But look, if he wins the World Cup for us, I think he's the best thing since sliced bread. Talking about the best thing since sliced bread, somebody that's not this gentleman, Wout Faes. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's gone up a day early, which completely surprised me. But the fans' voice section, I do it every other week with Kate, and this week it's my week, which I thought was quite interesting because there was no game to sort of comment about. But I was asked which player needs to do more in the closing stages of the season. Now, I have to say, as is their right, they have heavily, and I do mean heavily, edited it this week.
Right.
So I did say, because I put on there, picking a player who's done good would be easier because it's a very smaller pond to fish in. But look, there's only one person I could go for.
That's a surprise, Chris, knowing your post-match.
I know. Who would have known? I mean, to me, that sums him all up. Look at me. I'm beautiful. But I can't fucking tackle. So please do.
Are you taking your poster down in your bedroom, Chris, of Wout Faes?
No, I've left it up because it's a brilliant dartboard.
I mean, he looks cool there. He looks like a cool Brazilian, doesn't he? What's he celebrating there? Is he celebrating the fact that he's just managed to cut his grass? There's no.
No, that actually, I believe, was when we got promoted from the championship. But which was about his level on a good day. But please do check it out. bbc.co.uk/Leicester City. It's there under fans' voice. It's called Which Player Needs to Do More. Like I say, there's no surprise who I've gone for. Even Kate wasn't surprised when I told her what it was. But yes.
Well, you think it's strange with him that it is like on the team sheet, not the squad, he's on the team sheet for which is one of the best footballing nations in the last 10 years.
Yes.
And he's surrounded by such a lot of brilliant players. Yet, like you said, he got a score of 0, did he, in one of the...
Well, I don't want to say too much because I want people to go and read it.
Right.
But yes, he did, in fairness. I have said that before. He got a 0 from a Belgian newspaper, in fairness.
He's a legend in his own lunchtime, Chris, isn't he?
If that lunch is kale and lettuce and carrots, what have you. But look, back to Latvia tonight. Paul's just said there, and it's a very, very good point. The whole system is made for all the big football nations to qualify. It is, and look, my thoughts on that. I said it last time. I don't want to really sort of repeat myself, and I said it at the start. Best way, just stick all the balls in one bag. So, from Tuchel's point of view, he can only play who he's drawn against. He doesn't decide that. And look, there's our group, not the table, because it's a bit we're top. So yeah, wow. But look, if it had Serbia first, we might have been looking at different things. But Latvia, Albania, 3rd and 4th team in the group, 65th and 140th in the world. we wouldn't have lost this under Southgate. And I like Southgate as a manager. I'm sorry, I know people moan, but he got us to 2 bloody finals, which is more than we'd done since Alf Ramsey. It's all about it's banana skins, isn't it?
Yeah, and Southgate's had a brilliant record for qualifying for major tournaments. Before Southgate, sometimes you used to shit your pants, didn't you, when we're coming against teams like Latvia or Andorra? But
there was no guarantee we were going to win those. And we're not winning them, like you said, 9 or 10-0 like we used to years ago. But it's all about not slipping up in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, Southgate, the criticism of Southgate was people said you can tell he's a defender because he picks the team and plays tournaments not to lose as opposed to going to win them, which is what Tuchel said, isn't it? He said, looking at England in the past, they've been scared to get knocked out rather than trying to win the tournament. So, I mean, that's like rude, isn't it? I mean, he's got sexy football talk, but let's see what happens.
Indeed. And I won't mention the fact that you've got a signed autograph booked there on his lap. He's holding your door open at the moment. But no, I get what he's saying, but it's all right. I mean, remember Kevin Keegan? He had that all-out attack, and yes, it was 2 great games that he played Liverpool in one season, both of which he lost 4-3. Yeah. Ozzy Ardiles at Spurs. Great team, brilliant in fairness, brilliant to watch with Klinsmann, and he had like 3 strikers or whatever. Never won a bloody thing. So I always say attack is the best form of defence. There has to be a happy medium.
Well, it's Liverpool, isn't it? You look at Salah, Mane, and Firmino. My God, were they exciting to watch! But they didn't really win too much, did they? Because your Man City, your other teams were defensively better.
Yes.
Yeah. The question is, it's like, can you be defensive? But what the Forest are doing? Forest, if you could liken them to a international tournament team, that sort of team like Forest and the principles they play would be brilliant in a tournament.
Yes, they would. Yes, totally. Maybe Nuno should be our next manager.
Wow.
But look, like I say, it's got to be a combination. We complain every week about Leicester not attacking, or not getting the balls up to the front. So you have to do that. And Ruud's probably very much a case of scared to lose. But it's got to be a combination. Look, like we said, Tuchel, taking aside the German bit, and I jest a bit about that. If he wins us something, I don't care, what nationality he is. But he's got to get it right. And I think if I forget, I can say, and I'm going to take off my, red and white tinted spectacles here and say that it shouldn't be a German. It's a very good choice as manager, isn't it, really?
I think it's brilliant, actually, the way he talks, what he's won before, the fact that he did have a really good Chelsea side, actually. He just fell out with the hierarchy, didn't he, there?
Yeah.
He just left, basically. So he seemed a really principled guy. And he's done something like he's got Gibbs White in. He's changed a few people in the. I think Southgate would have played the same kind of team and not really experimented too much. Tuchel already looks like he is changing things. He's trying things. He's having words with players after the match to say, look, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? We do it in training. So why didn't we see you further forward or moving the ball quicker to the wingers? So that is very encouraging, isn't it? Really, that he seems to be on the pulse.
Very, very. And look, he's made the changes we thought he probably would do. He wasn't always going to necessarily play the same 11. Oh my God, my memory is so bad. Walker out, James in. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's not long back from injury, I think, James, which is a little bit of a surprise. Reece, I mean, he's such a quality player.
Yes.
The few Leicester, I'm sure there were some Leicester fans saying, "Oh, could we get Reece James?" At one stage, you're thinking, "Do you know what? That's like Mary Poppins Christmas, isn't it?" But we'd never get him. But he is a really real quality player. Tidy on the ball. He can play in defence, midfield. Yeah, I really like him, to be honest. He's just come back from injury, though, hasn't he? That's the thing.
Yes, yeah. But this is probably, you would think that it probably isn't going to be the toughest game he's going to have at right back against Latvia. So
Yeah.
not a bad comeback game for him, really. The back three, the rest of the back four, sorry, Gehu. Did he start on the weekend, Gehu?
No, I think it was Dan Burn. So
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's brought James and Gehi in, yeah.
Yeah. And Gehi, I mean, again, we know his quality. He came in under Southgate. Konza and Lewis Skelly. That is a very, very good back four.
It's a very good back four. It's a very quick back four. It's a good footballing back four. Yeah, very good.
And then sat in front of them, Bellingham starts again. You can't really leave him out, can you? And Rice, he gets a start after coming on. Yeah,
I mean, Rice is such a quality player. I mean, Arsenal paid 100 million for him. And what was that last Premier game he played? He scored a great goal. He really sort of got Arsenal over the line. Was it against Man City? But he's just competitive. He's good on the ball. He drives forward and he can shoot. Brilliant player.
And let's be honest with you, it was a great setup for Kane's goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Bellingham is quality.
No, but didn't Rice set? I thought Rice set him.
Did Rice set him up? Right.
I think it was. I could be wrong. Like I say, my memory is not what it was 5 minutes ago.
No.
And then again, a couple of changes. Bowen and Rodgers, partner Rashford behind Harry Kane up front. It's a 4-2-3-1, which we're pretty much used to seeing down Filbert way. Rashford, did he do enough for you to stay in?
I think it was far more mobile. He didn't better than Foden, to be honest. And he said basically the wingers didn't, everything we do in training, everything they do for the clubs, they're not doing it for the international team. So we need to look at that. But I definitely think Bowen was an improvement. And Bowen is, I mean, last time we were in the Premiership, I mean, Bowen's stats for one Premier League season was like 14 goals and something like 6 assists.
Yeah.
He can shoot, he'll go inside, he'll go outside, and he's far more unpredictable than Foden, who always comes inside, and he's not a natural winger, is he?
Well, this is it. I mean, Foden was on the wing, and this is what gets me with these managers. Like, we're going to play players in their best position, and then in the first game, he sticks Foden out on the wing. And he's never been that good for us on the wing, has he?
I don't think his England career has been bang average, if not poor, to be honest. He hasn't produced it, has he, internationally?
I think he was in that team that got to a final, and I think that's kind of why he was taken off. But yeah, Rashford. Do you think Rashford? You probably answered. I do apologise. Rashford's in there. Rodgers. What do you think about Rodgers coming in?
Brilliant player. He was in a couple of people in our fancy football. His early stats for the first half of the season were phenomenal, and I think he got injured. And he's gone off the ball a bit. So he's another player that's probably coming back from injury. But he's a very clever midfield. Stroke 8, he can even play in a 10. He's just, he knows how to shoot, where the goal is. So we have got some really top attack-minded players, which is kind of what we've been missing in the last few years, really.
Yeah, I mean, he plays for Villa.
Yeah,
so he's got, he's been playing in the Champions League, so he's got the experience. Even though he's a youngster coming through. These are, well, we've said this. How often have we said this? Exciting times.
Yeah, I mean, look at that midfield. You've got Bellingham, Rice, brilliant players. I mean, Bellingham's world class. Rashford, yeah, we'll see how Rashford gets on. But Rodgers, intelligent midfielder, can link with anybody. So that, and Bowen is an exciting player. And Kane obviously showed his quality. That is a really top front six.
Yeah. I mean, Kane said before the Albania game, we're not going to get 5 goals out of him in this game or probably any other game because of the way football's changed. But looking at that team, I get as much as I wasn't a critic of Southgate. I thought he did great for us in what he did while he was manager. But I think he would have been a bit more cautious, even against a Latvian side that's 140th or something, in the world rankings, where Tuchel seems to have gone that bit more attacking minded.
Definitely, and it's that thing where if we've had it where you sit back for 20, 30 minutes to try and defend something. You invite people on that can just move inside if the 30 yards out and have a shot. Whereas I do think that this is such a dynamic side that can defend as well, because Rice is really defence-minded. He's played just in front of the back four, and that is it's a good solid side with dynamism and flair and skill. And it is that little bit of a step up in sort of positive football, really, yeah.
The front six are very creative, says Paul. Yes, they are. And, like I say, again, it's all about not losing, I think. But if you can't go out and be attacking and try and be creative against a team like Latvia, who can you do it against?
Exactly. And also, it's like all teams. I mean, they might have a couple of banana skins, like draw against a Latvia, something like that on an off night, but you should progress. But it's always when you get these qualification groups, kind of can sometimes flatter to deceive, as in make and players think they're better than they are. Because when you get to the real sort of last 16, most teams in that last 16 are pretty good, organised, and have got flair players. And it's when you get to that. You're not
saying, are you, Wayne, that some players think they're better than they are?
No, Chris, no need to sort of crowbar in Wout Fawcett every single opportunity.
Oh, yes. And anybody that's late, bbc.co.uk/Leicester City for the fan voice. I mean, no. You said about players thinking they're better than they are. And I just thought, who does that remind me of? I'm kind of looking forward to this. I can't get excited because it's Latvia. And I don't think I can even get excited.
10-0 though, Chris. Aren't
Sorry?
you going for a 10-0? Go on.
Aren't I going for a 10-0? No, I'm actually going to go. Look, I'm going to call it now. I'm going to go 5-0. What about yourself?
I was literally going to say 5-0.
Well, let's go. We'll both go for 5. Problem we're going to have. Like when we played Albania, and Latvia are going to do the same. Latvia are on a hiding to nothing, and they know they are. And that's the problem. And they will go out to try and just frustrate us, won't they?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know whether the leader of the country has said, look, if you lose more than 5 goals, you'll get a flogging. Prison in a Labour camp. You think, well, if they win, they'll get a Rolls Royce and a sort of month's holiday in the Maldives,
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that you are categorising countries at all. Very quickly, then I'll let you go because the players are out. Should this have been played away from Wembley, do you think? There was some talk that we've not played away from Wembley, and I know we've got bills to pay at Wembley, but shouldn't we be moving these sort of games around the country?
Well, they used to be, didn't they? Villa Park, Old Trafford, and spread it around the country because, they say football's for everybody. Why can't it be played up in the north?
Yes, yeah. This stadium should have been built somewhere around Birmingham.
Yeah, exactly. Or Leicester.
Well, how could they compete with the King Power? That's the question. No, but you know what I mean. I'm saying Birmingham because of the Midlands and what have you, and the travel links. But it should be somewhere in the Midlands so that Newcastle fans can't get down to this without taking a week off. You know what I mean?
Well, look at the powerhouses used to be London clubs, but now you look at it, you've got Man City.
Yeah,
not Man United, but you got like Newcastle, you got Liverpool. So you've got a lot of real top quality sides.
Yeah. Keith says stop sitting on the fence. He's going 7-0.
Way.
Hey, I hope you're right, Keith. I hope you're right. Thanks a lot, Wayne. I'll see you at half time. Hopefully, we've got to have something positive to talk about at half time, haven't we?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the conga and everything, Chris.
Oh God, I'm coming back to what if we are winning at half time. You are doing the conga. I'll see you then, mate. Thanks very much. Cheers.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along Show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
So I'm just putting my bra on here. Getting all my wires. Do you know what? I've got the new radio show started at the weekend, and I've got more wires for that than God knows what. I feel like I'm in a emergency room. Paul's gone 4-0. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking 4-5, but yes, I see where you're coming from that. So we've got Keith going 7 and Paul going 4. Like I say, I can't get excited by it. It is going to be literally a boring game. No, it's going to be like if we win it, well, we should win it, shouldn't we? I mean, that said, Latvia are second in the group. Played 1-1-1. They beat Andorra 1-0. Should they score more against Andorra? Who knows? I'm just trying to hide my man boobs here. There we go. I could say, how can anybody get excited about this? It's England, and I'll always support them. But for me, the actual qualifications for whether it's Worlds or whether it's UEFA's. Anyway, I'm going to be back in 2 minutes, everybody. And I'm back. Sorry, I just my man boobs were too much on show with the last shirt, so I thought I'd change. Kicked off, 28 seconds gone. I'm a little bit behind on mine, but England actually white. They played in all white the other day, but it was all white on the night. But they're in the white tops with blue stripes. Why don't? I think we should do our strip should be a white top with a red cross, a bit like Finland's is with the blue. But then the white tops, blue shorts, and white socks, the normal sort of get up. Latvia, red tops, white shorts, and red socks. England are kicking from right to left. Latvia, obviously the other way. Otherwise, it would be a bit of a boring game. Expecting another unexciting but clinical game, 3-0. Yeah, I am pretty much as well, to be honest with you. And that really sums it up. So 7-0 for Keith. 4-0 for Paul, and 3-0 for Blue Fox. So you can see the team at the moment going across the bottom. We'll put that up as soon as a goal goes in, we'll update that. So throw into Latvia on the far side. Nicolato is the head coach of Latvia, and he got their qualification off to a good start. Earlier on today, Lithuania and Finland drew 2-2. Talking of the aforementioned Finnish team. Bellingham couldn't quite get to the ball there. Got the crowd excited a little bit. So Group G, that was Lithuania, Finland 2-2 from earlier. That's a full-time score. In the same Group G, it's Poland 0, Malta 0. Group H is seeing Bosnia-Herzegovina playing Cyprus and San Marino playing Romania. San Marino, they're the whipping boys. And of course, Group K, which is England's group, we are playing Latvia and Albania are playing Andorra today. I have to say, for me, I think Southgate took a lot of unfair criticism after everything that we'd been through. It was getting us to finals. I don't know what some fans really, really want. Bellingham fouls there, trying to get the ball. Got like an orange, red and orange, or red shirt with like an orange stripe and an underarm for Latvia. Bit of a clash there. So it's a goal. Well, the free kick taken by the goalkeeper. Found one of his own players who heads it back. And they're into the England half. Latvia. That said, it now goes back to the defenders. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper again. Throw in there for Latvia. The Latvian fans at the moment very happy. Oh, Elliott James there catching the Latvian player. Let's have a look. Oh, James was saying that's mine, and if anybody gets in the way, and Thomas Tuchel, he's kind of like, oh, himself after that challenge. England coming away down the far side, get the ball in, but it's headed up by, and finally a little bit clear. Stay a little bit clear because it goes out for a throw-in. Oh, Rashford and Bellingham combining well, but not really getting too far with it. At the moment, it's pretty much as you would expect the first 7 minutes. Oh, it's a high ball from James, but Bellingham can get to it and keeps hold of it. Well done, Bellingham. Lewis Skelly. Oh, Bellingham trying to, trying to get it through the Latvian defence there. England are sort of not letting their foot off the gas here. They're keeping the pressure on Latvia. Bellingham turns with the ball. Rashford into the box. They still haven't got it away, Latvia. Can they now? Well, they can give away a free kick. No, the referee didn't blow his whistle there. I thought that was an obvious push there. England coming away. You'd expect them to be dominating, in fairness. Rashford's on just into the box. Bellingham takes a shot, but it's blocked there. Oh, now Latvia. Oh, getting a corner. Reece James there. Made to look a little bit silly. Bowen seems to be hobbling a little bit. So first corner of the night is actually going to Latvia, would you believe? Oh, it's headed clear. And there's a foul in the box. It's a free kick to England. Yeah. Konza was easily, very easily knocked over there. Wow, since 1992, first time, no, Man City, Man United, or Liverpool player in the starting 11. Wow. Into the box, headed clear again. I mean, they are defending in numbers here, I've got to say. Owen and Rogers combining down the far side. Bellingham. I have to say, when you look at this, I keep saying this, but, you know, it's what you would expect from England. Bowen, a lovely cross into the box, but no England player there. Very easy. In fact, the Latvian goalkeeper probably won't have an easy catch all night. You could almost ask yourself, are Leicester playing in red? Because I mean, look, they're 140th in the world. We're 4th. Oh, but again, Rashford chipped into the box. Bowen ran up. That was a lot harder than the last cross into the box. Good ball in from Rashford. Oh, it caught him there. That wasn't a foul. Player went down there like he was poleaxed. Tuchel will be pleased with the start that we've made. I mean, just saying then, do you need to overload the team with tactical information? They're Premier League footballers. They should know how to play their positions. So 16 minutes gone, coming up to 17 minutes, still 0-0. Been all England, let's be honest with you. Oh, a bit of a Roger trail shot there from Bowen. Bowen is trying to do his best to get on the score sheet here. Rashford's chip into the box, causing problems, and it fell to Bowen. I don't think he was a million miles away. Let's have a look from the back behind. Oh, yeah, he was. Actually, he was a long way wide. He probably miscued it, in fairness. Oh. Gehu there, making a bit of a mistake. Gets a bit of consolation from Pickford. It's Pickford and Gehu not talking to each other there. Nearly letting the Latvian in. We got away with one there. I tell you what, if that had fallen to a Serbian player, that would have been 1-0 down. Hope Gay and Pickford can sort that out. No penalty. Rashford's asking for a penalty there. The crowd are shouting for one, but the referee saying no thank you. I'm not sure. Do they have VAR in these matches? Yeah, well, they seem to think that the referee got that one right. The commentators. Yeah, well, there is VAR. He looked at it only very, very quickly. Good decision by the referee. I think Rashford went down too easily, and if a player goes down too easily, the referee's going to question it. They could come back. That could come back to bite them on the bum. Romania have gone 1-0 up against San Marino. Oh, Rogers there. Good run, good cross. Headed over the bar by the Latvian defender. Albania 2-0 up against Andorra after 21 minutes. So Albania enjoying a bit of a goal fest. First corner to England. Yeah, no Dan Burn tonight to go up and challenge. Somebody's hugging Kane there. Bellingham! Oh! What a save by the Latvian keeper, in fairness. The ball... Oh! Bellingham had a chance. And then Konza. And it's another corner to England. I mean, they're holding each other's shirts. Really, this needs to be... Oh, Bellingham this time heads it over the bar. Good corners from Bellingham, from Bowen. Well, that was best few minutes there for England so far this game. 7 attempts to England, 1 to Latvia. That's what Leicester managed in a whole game. The one chance, by the way, not the. So at the moment, England's still top of the group with Latvia on second, both of us on 4 points. Albania on 3 points. Andorra knowing that they're not going to qualify here. So why bother? Like I say, it's a fucking joke, these teams. Give them a group of their own and give them a chance to qualify. So England, lovely play by England, some lovely one-touch football. Kane! Oh, a lovely cross from James. And again, it's over. This time it was from Kane. Does not remind me of Leicester, Keith, because we don't go tippy-tappy this far up the field. When did Leicester last get the ball up this far up the field? Kane, unlucky there. Was left open. 23 minutes gone. How Leicester? How England are not 1-0 up? I don't know. Anyway, Rashford again on this near side. Oh, England coming forward again, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 defenders back. 8 defenders back for Latvia. But look, England, this is what happens when you can play in these lowly teams. Oh. Rodgers there really fell over when he could have got and wasn't able to get the ball back to Bellingham. England coming forward again. I mean, 83% possession to England. Ball chipped in again. Goalkeeper's dropped it. Oh, it's like watching Leicester because every time we have a shot, we just hit one of their players. And it's a throw in. England there again. We're having the shots, but all we're doing is Was that a penalty against Bowen, I wonder? They're checking whether it's a penalty or not. Could be a penalty here. VAR are checking it. I mean, Bowen was caught, but whether it was a coming together or a foul. I mean, the goalkeeper did go into Bowen. He misses the ball, the goalkeeper, and virtually dives into Bowen. Commentator's not sure, that they're still taking time. I mean, the referee didn't give it. No penalty. Clear and obvious, says the corner now to England. I mean, I think it was a penalty. So 83% possession. 9 chances for England, 1 for Latvia. There's a corner. Oh my God, Kane's having his shirt pulled all over the place. Bellingham. Lewis Skelly to Rashford. Oh, Rashford keeps he's turning everybody, putting Latvian players on their arse, but he still shoots it against a Latvian player, but it is another corner. Coming up to half an hour gone. Rice to take this corner on the near side for England. Bellingham was pushed over in the penalty box. Corner's finally taken, straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Yeah, Blue Fox, there is, and it makes me laugh. You know, the defenders are going yeah. When they're that's how it goes. When they're actually leaning into the players. Poland have gone 1-0 up against Malta in Group G. Oh, I said, honestly. I mean, look, the striker there for Latvia just pushing Gayu over. Oh, Rashford is through. Down this side, there's goalkeeper. Rashford gets up quickly, gets back to it. Again, got the ball in, but he didn't get it to an England player. Oh, Kane tries on the turn. Oh, it's fit back in. Is it not going to be our night? Surely in a minute we're going to have to get a ball past a defender. Oh, Rashford there. And Bellingham with a little flick. 0-0. Rashford's having a good game, I think, in fairness. Bellingham with a cheeky little flick. Bowen's going like, I was there. Should have left it. Or did he call for it? Oh, again, poor control. This time by Bellingham. I mean, apparently they've had a lot of travelling. Played Andorra, but they played them somewhere. Well, they flew into Barcelona, but they didn't play them in Barcelona. Not sure where they played them. Free kick to England on the far side, midway into the Latvian half. And then had to get back, coach back to Barcelona, flight over to England. And they've only just started the season, apparently. I mean, if it carries on like this, surely the fitness from England should tell. So it's Bowen, is it, with the free kick? Literally, it's on the it is on the far white line, left-footed into the box. Again, it's high from Bellingham. Well, it's a header from Bellingham, but it's easily over. I'll have a pint of whatever you've been drinking, Keith. England easily win the ball back there on the halfway line. It's back in our own half, but we'll bring it forward again. Yeah, in the second half, we should see the England. Bellingham, oh, he turns! But again, 9 defenders in the box that time. Then this is the problem. There's nowhere for the... Oh, Lewis Skelly taken down. It's a free kick in a good position for England. Well, if you think Daka and Thomas are going to provide some sort of plan for England, for Leicester, I'll have a pint of it, please. Right, so it's a set piece. Can England do anything here? Yes, they can! Reece James! What a free kick that was! Yeah, Tuchel can smile. What a goal! Let's have a look. What a shot! What a free kick! I mean, I have to say, well done to Reece James. I mean, over the wall, top bins. Well, that's taken a bit of pressure off. Maybe we will see the goals. And his first goal, and what a goal to score. Yeah, it was a great. I mean, I can remember when Leicester beat Southampton 9-0, and I was there and I was watching Maddison's free kick at the end, and I turned to my son, I was at the ground, and said, he'll put this top corner, whichever left I think it was, or whichever. And exactly what he did. And when you get them spot on like that, they are unstoppable. Bellingham gets a ball across. I think it had gone out. It's a goal kick. Like Beckham, Paul. Like Beckham. England got the tail up now. Free kick. England player wanted to play on, but the Latvians had stopped, in fairness, with the whistle. 6 to go, Keith. Well, 5 for me. No, 4 for me. Rashford now. Having a good game, Rashford. Oh, a lovely ball into Lewis Skelly. Rashford. Oh, he miscued it. I'm not sure who it was then. Took advantage of it, but again, hit a Latvian player. Bellingham. Oh, and then ends up. Bellingham stumbled and then ended up giving away a free kick. A bit unlucky there, I think. It was an amazing. Oh, yes, it was a free kick. He stood on him. How many fouls are we seeing where players are standing on players' feet? Did Bellingham a yellow card? I mean, you could watch this. You could watch this free kick. you would use that footage of that free kick. You'd use that to kids to say, this is how you do it. Oh, a shot there from Latvia. In fairness, number 16, it was straight down the throat of Jordan Pickford. Now, he had a shot. I mean, Pickford did not even have to move to save it. Bellingham. Rashford now on this side. It was up in the air there, and it was booted clear by the Albanians. You got to say, look, they're playing well, England, but are Latvia making us look good? Konsa's gone down. Two minutes, and that's probably basically for the VAR check. It did. Yeah, no booking, but again we're back to struggling. They are just putting so many players behind the ball. It's ridiculous. Throw into Albania, to Latvia on this side. England doing what they've got to do, to be honest with you. So half time's coming up. We'll be taking a little break, and then we'll be back with Wayne, and we'll be talking about that first half. Bowen now on the far side, took that down well. Goes into the box. Oh, it was a lovely chip back to Rogers. And I have to say, the goalkeeper had to be awake to get to that. And there it is, half-time. We'll be back in a few minutes with me and Wayne and the half-time analysis. See you in a few. Don't touch that dial. Wayne, well, good evening again. A bit easy, isn't it? I mean, apart from putting the ball in the net.
Yeah, it looks very comfortable, Chris, to be honest. And you can tell Latvia are a lot lower in the world rankings than Albania. But England look really good, to be honest.
They do. They absolutely do. We could do. Do you think Latvia could let us have a couple of their defenders? Because they are throwing everything at it.
Yeah, they are.
This guy could learn a few things.
It could do, actually. I wonder if we can get him enrolled in the night course on defending.
Well, he probably wouldn't turn up. He'd go in the wrong door or something. But I've got to say, look, I mean, I was counting here. 8 defenders in the box, 9 defenders in the box. And that's not a free kick. That's just when England are attacking. And it's like watching, or it had been like watching Leicester, in as much as you got to a point where they were playing well, but every time they played the ball into the box, it hit one of their defenders.
Yeah, you can't, and that's why Pep Guardiola used to moan about the teams that hadn't got the big budgets to play against them. Like, say, boring football, but what can you do if you've not got a world-class squad? You've got to sit back, because if you sit back in two rows just outside the 18-yard box or in it, you've got to either got an individual who can dribble past 4 people, like Archie Gemmell, you know, or you've got to get the ball out wide. And it shows you that when you're organised like that, it's difficult to break down.
And England are getting the ball out wide. I mean, Bellingham is having a great game and he's putting some good crosses in. Bowen on the other side doing exactly the same. But again, the crosses aren't finding English players. And when they do, they're just shooting them against a Latvian player.
Yeah, I think with that, it is a bit like once you play the ball in, it is like a pinball. But what I do think is really interesting is you got sort of Reece James is putting some great. So although Bowen's on the wing, Reece James is actually almost playing like a winger. Rashford is playing on the wing, and sometimes in taking people one-on-one, then he's sucking people in, and then he is able to play the ball inside to Bellingham, who has a few chances at shooting. So I think they are trying to intelligently create holes and create chances.
Before we get into just sort of general chat, what a free kick.
Wow. I mean, when you see it from behind the goal, it goes outside the post, above the post, and dips right. I mean, it's perfect, isn't it?
I said during the game that if you wanted to teach the kids, you know, the under 14s, under 12s, under 10s, how to take a free kick, you show them that, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting what the commentator says. Maresca's thinking that Reece James could play in central midfield. I mean, you think of all the people that could take that free kick. At one stage, Kane used to always take the free kicks. And Rashford would always take the free kicks. And there's Reece James coming back from injury. Like I said, first time in 2.5 years playing for England. He takes a free kick, and what a free kick. Yeah.
17 shots for England, 2 for Latvia, 79% possession to England. Look, since 1992, and look, you listen to the same commentary as me, so you'll know all these stats. But since 1992, we'll come back to that one. Latvia have only won 3 of their last 21 internationals. They beat Andorra the other day and the Faroe Islands twice. The might that is the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, I mean, one thing interesting, I did Google to double check the world rankings, and Latvia actually a few years ago were ranked 45th.
Wow.
And Albania a few years ago were 22nd. So Latvia have really fallen off from where they were a few years ago.
Was that world or European?
That's the world rankings, yeah.
Wow, that was high, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think at one stage they had a lot of players that were playing in Europe. Whereas now they tend to play in their own leagues. So they're not really, and that's just, it's like if you play in the Scottish League, you're not going to get very far in Europe, are you?
No.
You're not tested week by week.
And in fairness to Latvia, look, they flew to Barcelona, a coach to wherever they played Andorra, then a coach back to Barcelona, then a flight to London, and they've only just started their season. Surely in this second half, we are going to see them getting knackered. I think we'll see a lot of Latvian changes, but surely now this is where England just go and just start, get racking the goals up.
Yeah, I think as the game went on, at first 17 minutes, nothing really happened. No. And then obviously they nearly scored, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, what a cock-up.
Well, that was a cock-up, wasn't it? I mean, it'd be interesting to see who called, whether Pickford shouted. He just got a touch on the ball. It took it away from Pickford. And that guy really, you'd think, a championship, first division, even a sort of non-league football player probably would have finished that, took that chance.
Had we been playing Serbia, I think it is in our group, isn't it? Had we been playing Serbia, I think they would have possibly scored that. And you're talking about if that happens at the final, most teams that get to the World Cup final would have put that away.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the difference with playing a team that is ranked so low. He just couldn't take that chance, and that's a chance that most English league players would take. So that was a definitely let off, because 1-0 down, then do you start panicking?
Yeah, no, definitely. Was it a penalty? VAR took 1 minute 50 seconds to see that there was no clear and obvious mistake.
Yeah, I mean, that, to be honest, I was thinking, please don't give a penalty. Please don't give a penalty because to go 1-0 up through a penalty like that, which wasn't a penalty, that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Well, I think it could have gone either way. Well, I was looking at it, and in fairness, the goalkeeper didn't get anything on the ball.
It was clumsy, wasn't it? It was clumsy. It was
clumsy, but if you're clumsy, would that have been if all right, the goalkeeper wouldn't have been going down, but if that had been a tackle anywhere else in the pitch, it would have been a free kick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I also think that if we were playing in the Euros and this was Spain, I think I would have been screaming for a penalty. But probably because it's against Latvia, you're thinking, bless them.
Yes, yeah. Oh well, I don't know. I've gone 5-0. I want another 4 goals. England won last of their last 35 competitive games at Wembley. We're going to make it 36, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, I know you wanted that penalty, Chris, because you are very competitive when it comes to score predictions, aren't you?
Me? I don't know what you mean. But talking of scores, Group G, Lithuania 2, Finland 2 from earlier. That's a full-time result. Poland 1, Malta 0. These are all half-times. In Group H, Bosnia and Herzegovina 1, Cyprus 1. Cyprus starting with a couple of draws at the moment. San Marino, the might of San Marino 0, Romania 2. And then in Group K, which is obviously our group, we know England 1, Latvia 0. 21 minutes, Albania 2, Andorra 0, but it's pretty much stayed the same, and they've actually kicked off in the second half for that. I'll just quickly ask you this before we go for the second half. Since 1992, this is the first time there have been no Manchester City, Manchester United or Liverpool players in the starting 11 for England.
Yeah, I was going to flag that, Chris, because when you look at the stats for the game, I mean, Crystal Palace, a couple of Arsenal, a couple of Villas, it's really spread out, and this is a really open. And you think of it, no Man United's at one stage. Most of the team was out of the top 3 Premier clubs, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
You'd never get somebody from Villa, who are in the Champions League. You'd never get them playing for England, would you?
No. Also, though, of course, Scotland lost to Greece over the weekend. Won the first leg, lost the second one, 3-1, and they're dropping down, I think, in the Nations League now. Does that say the fact that we went very, very quickly because the players are coming out, that there's not a great pool of English players at those clubs?
Yeah. In what clubs, Chris? Sorry.
Man United, Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah, I think. Well, Foden's from Man City, but no, I think those they've got a lot of international. You look at Man City's team, a lot of international players, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, and Liverpool as well. Apart from the midfielder, what's his name? Played on the other day.
I don't know. I'm going to let you go because the players are out now and they're about to kick off. I will see you at full time, mate. Thank you very much. See you then.
4 goals. 4 goals
Yeah,
second half.
come on.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. So, and we're off. Yeah, just then, of course, when the women's team played Latvia, it was 20-0. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that tonight, are we? So, yeah, I mean, I've said in the second half that really the fitness of the English team should come out on top. No half-time changes. And at the moment in the group, England are top with 6 points, Albania second with 3rd on goal difference. Although they've only got the same goal difference as Latvia. But for some reason, they're second. I've scored more goals, that's why. They scored 2 goals, Albania. England, white tops, blue shorts, white socks. Kicking from left to right in this second half. Latvia in their red and orangey top, white shorts, red socks. Oh, a lovely ball there from Lewis, but it didn't quite go all the way through. Like I say, no changes. Kane plays the ball forward. England still have it, though, with Reece James. Rice. Out to Rashford. Plays it into the box, but it's headed clear by the Albanian defender. Only as far as an English header, though. And that header was from Konza. So, Rashford on this near side. Plays it in, but it was easily read there by the defence. They are playing better. But then again, they are playing Latvia. Oh, Rice. A free kick against Rice there for a sliding tackle. I thought he got the ball. No. I think he did. No, I'm disagreeing with Lee Dixon here. He's saying the Latvia have been organised, etc. I think they're just they've come to as Albania did. They've come to basically just not concede too many goals. Wow, 2,000 Albanian fans. Fair play to them. Bellingham. Twisting and turning into the box, but he only finds the foot. Oh, he gets it back. Found the foot of a defender, but again, they've got numbers back. It's what they do well. They get numbers back. Thomas Tuchel is up and having a shout. We said that was another Latvian player down, number 11 for Latvia. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. You know me and pronunciations. He's up though. I put Albanian fans, of course. Latvian fans. Just showing the cock up earlier between Pickford and Gayhu, I think it was, and yeah, I mean the Latvian manager had his head in his hands. I mean, I think up against better opposition, that would definitely have gone in. Anyway, he's up and back on his feet, the Latvian player. Some Latvian kids there. No, he's not on his feet. He's back down on his knees, but he's off the pitch now, and the game can continue. England are complaining about how long it took to get him off the pitch, but look, it's their own time they're wasting, isn't it? Now, enjoying a little bit of possession here, the Latvians on the near side. There's an overlap. He finds him. Number 2 for Latvia. Oh, good defending there. Good defending by James. Can England break now? Switching sides. Bowen on that left side. England could do with a second. Rashford just on the edge of the box on this near side. Oh, he gets it. Again, he doesn't get it past the first player. Hits him in the face, I think. But anyway, there's a change now coming on for Albania. The injured player is not going to come back on. But what was Rashford doing there? And he just tried to chip it over the player and hit it straight in his face. The corner for England. The usual handbags again. Oh, poor corner. It's headed straight out by Latvia. It's chipped back in from Bowen, but it's chipped back in and over everybody. Coming up to 55 minutes, still 1-0 England. Bellingham and Kane getting in each other's, well, not getting in each other's way, but Bellingham saying he's got the card. He's got the ball, but he's already had a card. The referee's just having a quiet word with him there. Oh, I don't know if that was a yellow. He got the ball, I think. The Latvians now are going down for everything. Prashant, good evening. How the devil are you, sir? Our next two games in this group are both against Andorra, home and away. I mean, you can see the difference in class between the two teams, but it's just they're just defending in so much numbers. Skelly couldn't keep it in, and it goes out for a goal kick. Oh, is he? He's coming on. In fact, they're not. So we got Senegal on the 10th of June. Where the hell did that one come from? So it's Senegal on the 10th of June, then Andorra on the 6th of September. We've got Andorra first of all on the 7th of June. We've got Senegal on the 10th of June. Good God. I mean, I'm guessing that's a friendly. And then we've got Andorra at home on the 6th of September. Rashford gets the ball across, but it's straight at the goalkeeper again. We're poor in the last third. I mean, 1-0, I've got to say, would be very disappointing. Oh, good. Again, a good ball in, but behind everybody. We're going to see a change now. Eza is coming on, and Bowen is going off. And there's 2 substitutes coming for Latvia at the same time. Probably. I don't know about the Senegal one because that would just be a friendly, meaningless friendly. But I'll certainly do them probably for the World Cup. Yeah, Blue Fox. I very much doubt I will do the England-Senegal game. England attack again. Will Eza make any difference? Oh. Oh, Rogers. Good work there by Rogers. Oh, it's taken off him and it's out for a corner. Ooh, excuse me. It's kind of pretty much gone into a kind of standard sort of 4th versus 140th in the world. Player went down. The referee's not having any of it though, and it's back with James. Bosnia's got a second goal against Cyprus. They now lead 2-1. And Romania got a third goal against San Marino. They now lead 3-0. Both of those in Group H. And Poland have got a second against Malta. They now lead 2-0 in Group G. Hi, Steve. How are you doing? I'm very well, sir. I hope you are too. I'm having my eyes tested tomorrow. And yes, I am going to Specsavers. Kane. Oh, Kane should have scored. I mean, looking at that, wow, that was close. Did it hit the post, in fact? Oh. Very close to the post from Kane. Getting his normal England goal. Anyway, 63 minutes gone. England 1, Latvia 0. Playing it around at the back a bit. Oh! The little bit of miscommunication there, if I say, between a couple of England players. Quick throw taken by Latvia, but they lose out. Hope you're all well, Steve, as well. Oh, nice run by Rogers. Kane. Oh, tried to get it back to Rogers. Again, it just comes off a Latvian defender. But you know what can you do? What can you do when, you know, a team is defending so deep and so many, like Latvia are? Still Albania 2, Andorra 0. They're about 5 minutes ahead of us. And if you are interested, Guinea-Bissau lost to Burkina Faso in another World Cup qualifier somewhere in the world. Crossed into the box for Kane. Went through. Ivory Coast beat the Gambia. Namibia and Equatorial Guinea drew 1-1. Liberia beat Sao Tome and Principe 2-1. Ghana, obviously being led by Jordan Ayew, 3-0 against Madagascar. And New Zealand beat New Caledonia 3-0 as well. Mexico beat Panama 2-1 in their equivalent of the Nation Leagues. So, there you go. You're up to date. And there's another sub coming now. Foden is coming on and Bellingham is going off. I think that's very much because he's on a yellow card. Steve, mate, nice to see you. Work has to take priority, of course. And mate, you're going bold. I've already gone that, mate. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Oh, England. Oh, lovely Kennedy. 2-0. Guess who? Harry Kane. Who else? Lovely move. Kane gets his England goal as he always does, and I've got to say, what a lovely move. San Marino have scored against Romania. That was a lovely move by England down this right-hand side. A couple of passes to open up the Latvian defence. Rashford holds the ball. And I tell you what, Rashford passed it over to, I think it was to Eze, to be honest with you. The ball goes across and it goes in. And it's 2-0. Let me just update the score. So it's 2-0. Yep, the talisman scores again, Paul. Game over, I think so. And it was all over after about 2 minutes, wasn't it? So 2-0. I think was it Lewis Skelly with the assist. No, Declan Rice. Sorry, Declan Rice with the assist there. He just played it across the box, saying to somebody, get on the end of it. And of course, who else? Mr. Kane. Like I say, hate him when he played for Tottenham. Love him now when he plays for England. It was Prashant. Yes, it was indeed. I think Lewis Skelly was possibly involved. And that's 2 assists in 2 games for Mr. Rice. 20 minutes left. Should just be cosy now for England. So, I mean, good defending. Reece James there. The Latvian, I mean, they broke away Latvia, and they had a player down here on the left wing. And if Reece James hadn't got to that player could have taken that into the box. But it was great defending there by Reece James. Corner to Latvia. $79,572 is the official attendance tonight. At the moment, they are going to be watching a Latvian corner. Ooh. Oh, the long-range shot there by the Latvian, but good defending. And now England can break. Rashford's on his way on the left-hand side this time. He's got some players coming up with him. Oh, great overlap by Kane. He's still got it now. Now Latvian have got players back in number. Yeah, it's that was Rice's second assist in 2 games for England. I've literally, Prashant, I have nowhere to go with that. Absolutely nowhere to go with that. Thank you for giving me a comment I can't make anything funny out of. $74 minutes, coming up to the last 15-minute mark here. Oh, free kick to England. Yeah, he took his time, the referee, but Lewis Skelly was barged over there. Lovely ball down the wing there by England. Eze. Eze scores, and it's 3-0. Great solo goal there. First goal again for Eze. It's a night of first goals here. It's a lovely pass down to him. Then it was all his own work. 3-0. Game. Well, we said game over. Was a game over at 2-0, wasn't it, really? You can't, I mean, come on, I want 2 more goals. 2 more goals for my prediction. I mean, again, you could argue that it is only Latvia, but you can only play who's out against you. And now Rogers, he probably fancies a goal. Oh! Effort there from Rogers. Villa player there, fancying a goal himself, and why not? Oh, going to be a raft of England substitutions now. So we're going to see Henderson, Walker, and Jones coming on for Rice, Rashford, and Lewis Skelly to go off. Why not? We're 3-0 up. So Jones, like we say, is off. Rashford is the one he's replaced. Sorry, he's on. Rashford is the one that's going off. So Rice and Henderson, and Walker and Lewis Skelly. So that's 4 subs for England. Is it 5 were allowed in this? Yeah, no, totally. Good night, Vienna. 2 more, Prashant. Yeah, we're in the top tier again, of course, with England in the Nations League. So England come forward again on that far side. I tell you what, Rashford had a very good game. I was actually considering Rashford for my man of the match. Chipped into the box. Oh, it's going to be easy for those high balls are very easily taken by the Latvian keeper. 10 minutes to go. 3-0. Let's catch up with some of the scores. In Group G, Lithuania 2, Finland 2. That was a result from earlier. Poland 2, Malta 0. In Group H, Bosnia-Herzegovina 2, Cyprus 1, San Marino 1, Romania 4 now. Group K, Albania 2, Andorra 0, England 3, Latvia 0. Pickford out quickly to collect that ball and then underarm to one of his defenders. And they come forward now, England. 9 minutes. Could we get another 2, do you reckon? So in England, I mean, now they can just play with, I suppose, as the Rodgers. That was a good effort from Rodgers there. Made the goalkeeper have to make the save, and that's all you can ask. I mean, he ran totally. It was a good save as well. Good save. It was a good shot though. One-handed save from the goalkeeper. But it was at the goalkeeper, in fairness. Another couple of changes for Latvia. I must admit, having watched Albania and having watched Latvia, nothing changes my mind from my prediction of England and Serbia to go through. We seem to get Serbia a lot these days, don't we? Anyway, corner from England. Oh, I mean, literally. Oh, my God, the goalkeeper. Let's have a look at this. The corner came in. It was just, the goalkeeper went down on his knees to make that save. But literally, it nearly went through his legs. It nearly went through his legs from England's number 5, which of course is Konza. But you know, that was just chaos in the Latvian box there. It was an outswinger. So the goalkeeper didn't want to come for it. Now then, England win the ball just outside the box. So long shot, is it going to go in that? No. It's a corner on the near side for England. Just over 6 minutes left. Plus, of course, any stoppage time. Stay with us at the end of the game. We'll be having a quick match review, match analysis, match reaction, whatever you want to call it. Probably have all 3. Not as long as the normal Leicester ones, but we will be there. Balls. Oh, again, it was kind of online with the 6-yard box, and the goalkeeper just came up and collected it. He's done well, in fairness, their goalkeeper. Kane wins a free kick. And a yellow card for the Latvian player there, number 20. Oh, yeah. Just left his boot trailing there, and Kane went down. Bit too far out, I think, for an attempt straight on goal. Just as I say that, the commentator agrees with me. Foden out. Eze. Gay gets his head on it, but it's a header that goes wide and doesn't really worry the goalkeeper at all. 3-0, comfortable for England, but then again, you'd expect it to be. Sheffield United Coventry up on the on Friday night. Fulham Palace is the Bournemouth Manchester City, the FA Cup quarter final. Anybody up for me doing a watch along for Bournemouth Manchester City? I think that's probably the better game. Fulham Palace. Probably not the bigger draw. No disrespect to either of the teams there, of course. And of course, I live just outside Bournemouth, so kind of a little bit biased. So a free kick to Latvia on the near side, just inside the England half, taken short. Now it's going to go all the way over to the far side. Ball intercepted though well by the England player. Coming forward. Oh, and then takes a tumble. And it's a free kick. Literally on the halfway line. Eze there that's down. Oh, yeah. I still laugh when I watch ITV4 and see that, big match revisited and you're seeing some of the tackles. A lot of people have left or are leaving here. A lot of empty seats that I can see. I guess at 3-0 against Latvia, you're not going to, you're not going to lose the game. Nice words, Prashant. Very nice indeed. Another yellow card there for a Latvian player. I don't think my 5-0 is going to come good. Who went 3? Anybody go 3? Oh, Blue Fox. Rogers gets the corner. Had a good game. He could be up for man of the match. Taken short by Foden. England may be looking for another one, in which case Blue Fox will be disappointed and Paul will be very happy. Is it another corner? Coming up to the 18th, well, we're in the 89th minute now. Be interesting to see how much stoppage time after this one. It's headed by Foden back in. So the corner. Foden. Oof. And that's going to be a goal kick this time. Oh no, it's a free kick. There's a Latvian player down in his own box. 3-0. Just seeing how many minutes of added time there's going to be. Three minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, but Latvia still going for it, giving away a free kick in the attempt to, though. So 2 minutes left. Still trying England. Still have the ball on the far side. They're not really, well, say still trying. They're still holding on to the ball. I don't think they're trying for another goal. Kane. Oh, trying to get his second goal. It stung the goalkeeper's hands. England give it away. That was a chance to get a fourth. They've won the ball back, though. With Walker. Goes all the way back to Pickford. Now Foden running at the defence. Henderson with a cross in. Oh, didn't fall for the England players, unfortunately. About 15 seconds left now. And there it is. It is full time. We will be back in a few minutes with the post-match reaction, which will probably be pretty pleasing, to be honest with you. I'll see you in a jiffy. Wayne, 3-0. Didn't quite get the 5. Got to say congratulations to Blue Fox from Canada, who went 3-0. The only one that did. It was what we'd expect. Nothing more, nothing less, really.
Yeah, I think there's some really good positives in it. I mean, a team like Spain, they probably might win this 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. But you look at Spain's qualifying games, you don't get a lot of goals in these qualifiers anyway because teams sit back. But I think there's some positives with the last 2 matches, really.
Well, before we go into that, then let's just catch up with the full-time scores. We've got from Group G, Lithuania 2, Finland 2. Poland, they are still playing 96 minutes, but Poland are going to win it. They're currently 2-0 up. Group H, Bosnia-Herzegovina 2, Cyprus 1. San Marino, you could call it a bit of a surprise, but they actually scored against Romania, but it was San Marino 1, Romania 5. Albania 3 in our group, Andorra 0. And England 3, Latvia 0. Just a couple of others, just to if you're wondering about the CAF World Cup qualifiers, Guinea-Bissau 1, Burkina Faso 2. I know you were asking me about that at half time, weren't you? Group F there, Ivory Coast 1, Gambia 0. Namibia 1, the powerhouse Equatorial Guinea 1. And are you ready for this one? Liberia 2, Sao Tome et Principe 1. And just for you...
Is that a country, is it?
It is, apparently, yes. And I've got to say, give him a shout out to Jordan Ayew. Don't know if he scored here, but Madagascar 0, Ghana 3. In fact, he got 3 assists, Jordan Ayew, in that game.
Did he score the other night as well, I think? You see?
Did he? you see, you have been following these games.
I know. And also, who scored? Bilal El Khanous, didn't he?
Did he? For Morocco?
Yeah.
But look, we did the half time, second half. 2,000 Latvian fans, fair play to them. Although I think most of those were UK based. 79,572 tickets sold. You know, I mean, I guess a lot of people look at this and go, "There's a chance to watch England," don't they?
Yeah, and you like saying, if you're Latvian living in the UK, what a great thing to be able to pop down. And they said they made quite a big day of it, you know. And that's what you got to remember, isn't it? I mean, that's like a sort of Division 3 side playing a Premier League team in the cup. For them, it's really, you know, they get all the face painted. Yeah, it's really good for them. But 3-0, Chris, that'll do.
Yeah, you can't ask for more, can you? Like I think I was heard it was the first England manager since Capello to win the first 2 games.
Well, you could ask for a bit more, Chris. You could ask for 5-0, couldn't you?
Could have done, and no doubt I will do off camera. Look, I mean, if we look at the stats, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And this is what I say about qualifiers like this. 27 shots for England, 3 for Latvia, 8 on target versus their 1. Off target 9 for us versus their 1. Blocked, we had 10 shots blocked, they had 1. Attempts outside the box, 6 from us, 2 for them. I mean, what really, to be honest with you, and I know I mean, look, we go. Total passes, 693 to 256. Accurate passes, 660 to 196. 150 forward passes to their 99. Successful final third passes, 293 England, 5 for Latvia. It is an absolute joke that we are having to play teams like this. No wonder when we get to the finals we're shit because we've had no decent opposition. I tell a lie. We play Andorra the next 2 qualifying games, Andorra away and then home. And between that, we have got a friendly sandwich between the 2 in June against the powerhouse that is Senegal. That will get us ready for the World Cup, won't it?
Oh, well, if you want to rub some egos, we did have 69 touches in the opposition box, though. But if you were giving all those stats you're reading out, Chris, Brad hates stats, doesn't he? So he'd probably be snoring by the end of those stats, to be honest.
But it backs my argument up as to what a waste of time these qualifiers are. What if you were Thomas Tuchel? Tell me what you really learned from these 2 games.
I'd say that Reece James is very good at free kicks.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Don't play Foden out on the wing.
Okay.
And I think Rodgers was a really good player. He had a couple of shots later on.
Yeah.
And Henderson is a bit too boring. Like the Dixon said, he said they've got what you got to do. You've got to get the crosses in the box, and you've got to do quick ball in and around the box. And when you do quick ball, that's what gets you unpicks these tight defenses. But yeah, we won't learn anything really apart from that we qualify as we expected to.
Yeah. And like I say, be honest now with me, Wayne. When we get to the final, you would hope that, all right, there will be a lower team in each group. We know that. But do these 2 games that we've just played, Andorra and Latvia, prepare us for playing Germany, Spain, France, Brazil, Argentina?
Do you want the long answer or the short answer, Chris?
The short answer.
No.
No, it doesn't. And like I say, I throw it back to my let's get these groups sorted out. But look, let's have a look. Eze, when he came on 59 minutes, came on for Bowen. What another player, a great player.
Yeah, that's what shows you when you get people playing on the wing and they either sometimes take the ball outside or take the ball inside, don't they? It's like Mahrez used to come inside and want to shoot with his left foot, but he would also take the ball out wide. And when you get people doing that and dribbling in the box, he took his goal really well, to be honest, because he just went that 5 yards inside the box to get the shot off.
He did. And I've got to say, I think that was a good sub. Foden coming on for Bellingham. I think you've got to say Bellingham on a yellow card. That was why that sub was made. He was very lucky to get a second. Yeah,
and although Tuchel says he's not going to stop playing people for the sake of the club, for when they got games when they go back to the domestic club, that might end up being another thing in that. He's thinking, you know what, but I do like the fact that he's used 6 subs. So I do think Southgate wouldn't have made so many subs. He's used plenty of subs, plenty of people. He's having a good look. And it'd be interesting to see what he says in the post-match press conference, actually, about what he learned from this game.
I'm not sure whether you were watching a different match or I can't count. There was 5 subs.
Oh, 5 was there?
Literally, as you said that, I was adding it up, and I'm going. Have I missed one?
Yeah, don't worry, Chris. I'll cut down on the maths.
But no, I understand Foden. I understand him taking Bellingham off. He was very lucky. I think if he hadn't been on a yellow card, that tackle later on would have been just before he got taken off. Would have been a yellow. And I could see what Tuchel was doing there. Again, good thing. We weren't going to lose this match, so why risk him?
Yeah, and I do think Bellingham's temperament. You think of when you get to like a crunch quarter-final or semi-final, he does get himself wound up, doesn't he, Bellingham?
Yes. Yes, he does. He does. Let's just go through the subs, and then Henderson came on for Rice. Look, I'm past even trying to work out why Henderson's still in the squad. Jones on for Rashford. Walker came on for Lewis Skelly. That was in the 75th minute. Again, why not? We'd got the game. The game was won by then. We were 3-0 up, and we'll go back and look at the goals in a second. But yeah, you just don't. You literally, why not make the subs?
Yeah, and when you see Jordan Henderson, he's just a guy that makes things tick. But that is all he does.
Yeah.
And when you look at him in the midfield, he's just passing the ball. He'll pass the ball out wide, and then he'll look around, nobody's with him. He'll ask for the ball back, and then he will not run into that forward space. He will not draw that, punch that ball through. Because people like, there was a Kane chance, and it was just, the ball was just punched through the midfield, through to Bellingham. He laid the ball off to Kane, and then he had a shot. So straight through the middle. And when you get Henderson is just too slow. He's too square.
Too cautious, really, as well. Yeah. Yeah. Look, 2-0 on 67 minutes. Kane getting his normal goal for England, which he always does. Second assist in 2 games for Declan Rice.
Yeah, and who passed to Declan Rice? Rodgers, who was out on the right.
Yeah. Straight
through to Rice. Rice again. And Rice's quality, isn't it? There's a reason why Arsenal had to pay 100 million for him. And he is quality, and he can sit in the middle of a load of players and either have a shot. He's got super intelligence, and he passed the ball to Kane, and what a great tap in. It was Rice's quality of ball across the box, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I mean, it was basically Rice's ball was what you want players to do, which is put it in the box. Somebody just get on the end of it. And for one,
the quality of not just like hitting the ball into a group of players. He passed that ball directly through to Kane, who was in space.
Yes, totally right. And for once, we'd got behind the Latvian defence because look. They were defending in numbers, like I said at half-time, 8 and 9 players in the back. But that's what because again, when we're playing teams that are this, let's put it bluntly, that are this shit, because, if they weren't shit, there wouldn't be 140th in the world. When you're playing teams like that, the only hope they've got is to stick players behind the ball.
Yeah, it is. And that's the puzzle of all the top teams. Can you unpick them? I do like the fact that Tuchel... I did notice at one stage, what was his name? Goodness me, I'm getting mixed up here. Oh, Reece James. He actually was on the left of the midfield. So one stage he was on the right. So Tuchel seemed to be Rashford then swapped to the right-hand side.
Yes.
So he was trying lots of different things, which is really encouraging. It's not steady. It's not defensive. It's trying to find ways to unpick and unlock defences.
Exactly. I mean, look, they had 5 at the back. We had technically 1 up front with Kane. Like I say, I know I'm going on and on about this, but that's what you get when you play in this level of team. But look, 3rd goal, I think the best goal of the night.
Yeah.
As a lovely pass was down the left. Not sure who played it to him, but lovely pass down that left wing. Then it was all his own work, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really, I mean, for Palace, I mean, he was supposed to have a big money move, wasn't he, this summer? He's really quality. He was playing, he got in the England squad.
In fact, it was Phil Foden who played that.
Oh,
what a wonderful player. Phil Foden, we love that guy.
No. And that's what you get for playing Foden in the right position.
See, Foden to me, or Foden to you is like this guy to me.
Yeah, definitely. I can't see Foden, and we've all got that with certain players, haven't we? Some people hate McAteer, and some people love McAteer. You know, some people hate Rashford. But yeah, I think with Foden, you've got to produce the goods, haven't you? You know, when you play for your national team, can you produce the goods or not? You know,
it does help when you played in the right position, though, doesn't it?
But I wonder how many goals the Leicester defence would have had to score past them today against England.
I dread, because we couldn't have defended as well as Latvia. If we played a lot of 9-0-1, we would still lose. I've got a few options here for my man of the match. Blue Fox from Canada has gone for Rashford or James. I actually have sort of swung between three here. I've gone Rashford, James, or Rodgers.
Ooh. What are you going for then, Chris?
Oh, so do you know what? I'm going to go with my first thought on that, and I'm going to go for Marcus Rashford.
He had a brilliant game. He was trying everything. It's like the days when he was on fire playing on the wing for Man United.
Yes.
Lively. He got the intelligence sometimes to lay the ball off to Bellingham, and he was trying to beat his man. And that's what I like about this team. The wingers were trying to beat the men. And a lot more adventurous than under Southgate. I'd say Rodgers, actually.
Okay, I get that.
He's such an intelligent player. He likes to shoot. He gets forward. He's good in the tackle. He plays the ball out wide quick. I think he will have a big future for England.
Yes, I think you could be very, very well. I mean, like I say, any of those three, I think for me could have won it. And James, he was involved not just for the free kick, but he was involved as well and getting forward. Look, let's have a look at the table. It's a bit pointless this early on, but we might as well.
When you've been near the bottom of the Premier all season, Chris, that's quite exciting.
Exactly. Group K, there we go. That's us. England top. Look, like I say, we've played Andorra. No, we've not. We've played Albania and we've played Latvia. We've got Andorra next two matches, like I say, with the Senegal in between. Can't wait for that game. And I'm not doing a watch along for the Senegal match. Really, I'm not. I've got better things to do with my summer. We've got Serbia to come up. That'll obviously that will be the real test. The top two go through. We're guaranteed to go through, really. But look, like you say, we're top there. Plus 5 goal difference. Albania. A second, 3 points. They've got a 1 goal difference. So we beat them 2-0 and they won 3-0 today. And Latvia in third with -2. Andorra's bottom, having played 2, and obviously Serbia haven't played yet. But like you say, it's good to look at a team that we've got on top, isn't it?
It is. We're not quite getting the Julian Skinner song out yet, are we?
No. If anybody is interested, earlier on today, I did a championship review with Dan, the Burnley fan, and we'll be there next season, so we might as well have a look at it about who might come up and who might go down. I did say that I do feel like the EFL and the Premier League are two parents that are trying to keep me and Dan apart.
It's going to be interesting because they're in it with Leeds, aren't they? And Sheffield United.
Yeah, and Sheffield United. Yes, indeed, it's going to be. So do check that out, and do check this out. All joking aside, which player needs to do more in the closing stages of the season? As everybody says on the post in Facebook, all of them. But as I added to the post, I was only allowed to pick one. You can work out who that is yourself. Wayne, thank you very, very much for coming on, and it was nice to see somebody we follow win, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've got one question. Has Wout Faes got naturally straight hair and he uses curling tongs, or is that natural?
I think he just sticks his finger in the electric light sockets, to be honest with you. Jamie Vardy has a Red Bull. round face, finger in the electricity socket. Guys, thank you to everybody that was in the chat. Really did appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening if it has been on via podcast. Remember to smash the likes, click the subscribe button, and also click that notification bell. You'll never miss another show. Wayne will be back with us. Well, I think it's going to be over a week now, isn't it, until the next Prediction League?
Yeah, I've got my brown paper bags ready to breathe into when Leicester start playing again.
Oh no! Don't even think about that. And I might not turn up for the next Prediction League. I've decided I might just let you and Brad discuss it. I don't know why. I just don't fancy doing that next one, but we'll see. Wayne, mate, have a great week as I whatever, and I'll see you. Well, I'll see you for the Manchester City game.
Yeah, bring it on. 3-0.
Yeah, right. Take care, buddy. See you soon.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.